Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 10 of this Team Hortons. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to add multiple signage, and then we also have all of this added and centered to the specific location depending on the windows. And as you can see, this one all good. I just want to fix this, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this modified returns and then select that. So now as you can see, this will change a bit. Even for this one, we're going to select this and then modify return so that it changed a bit. So right there. For this one, what we could do is we could just move this one right here, align it, the L. So we're basically forcing it to fix itself. And as you can see, it's good enough to be extended there. This one we could move it a bit, and we're basically trying to fix everything like that. So probably that's a good way of doing things if it's not uh, like it's not clean enough. So at least in that way everything is connected properly, so you could use the modify returns. So now what we can do is we can go to our south elevation. I'm going to assess how we're going to do the canopy. So what I'm planning to do is I'm gonna use annotate just to see how deep it is. So here, detailed line, I'm gonna check this height. So this is 1,000 height, so 1,000, and then the canopy is going to be around 1,200 is good enough. So it's gonna overlap a little bit, and then we want to go to east elevation just to see. So 1,000 and then 1,200 is around here. I want to see the angle that I'm gonna use, so probably this one, this angle. I'm gonna measure it. So 15 degrees only. So at least I know the basically the base or the structure would be up to 1,000, and then we will have this angle right here. So we could delete this now and make sure everything is deleted, and then we could create our family by going to start, and then here we're going to go file, new, and then create family. And then this family, I want it to be face based, so metric generic model face based so that we could just attach it to any one of this wall. We can make it wall based, but at least we are given an option on attaching it anywhere we want to. I just like the face based option right there. We're doing this so that I could change or I could add different width of the window canopy in our model. So now what I'm gonna do is create an extrusion. Actually not extrusion. Let's create a reference plane. So RP, add this one right here, this one right here as well, and then here, and then right here. After that, get your align dimension, align dimension right here, and then equal. Align dimension right here, and then equal. So press the EQ, that means equal, and then here create an overall dimension. So basically this will help us make it fixed, and it won't go around. It will be fixed whatever we set the dimension here. Obviously we're going to put this dimension up to 1200, and then 1000 on the other one, so we're going to attach it. And then this is the one that we will need to be fixed really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this will appear, click on create parameter. I want it to be instance, and then I want it to be, this one will be the width, and then I want this one to be the height. Go instance height. And then now if you want to change this, you can go right here to test it out, and then you could change this to 1000 for example, and then this one around 800 if we want to. And as you can see, everything was changed, so that's good. So that was instance, so we could do this right now. I'm gonna start by creating the structure first. So here, create extrusion, set this one. I want it to be 25, and then I'm gonna select it right here. We should have click it, so I'm gonna redo it again. We're going let's just add this one right there, select all of this, and then we're going to add an offset of 50, make it 25 instead. Press spacebar so that it goes inside, and then that's good enough there. And then we're going to keep on testing this. I want to set the material. This is something like an aluminum material, but we're going to set this one to a metal, aluminum 5005, so that's good enough. What we need to do so that it doesn't move in terms of the thickness, let's finish that first, or we could just edit the extrusion, and then we could add dimensions right there. Once you add the dimension, you'll be able to, so this one delete, you'll be able to add the lock there. You can lock it as well so that it doesn't go around. Fix this one as well, add the lock, and then lock it on place. Click finish, and then if we change this one will be, for example, let's change the width 1200. There we go. It didn't change, or it didn't change this depth here, so that's good enough for me. And then now if we go and see, this is very simple right now, but if we go to a different view, for example the left, I want to create, so this one is 1000 now, I want to, or Just need to double check right here that this is the one. So left side, we need to add that angle there. Going to edit extrusion, or no, actually, we could just add another extrusion. Same thing, but we're going to connect it. We're going to put an angle of 15. And then type in 1200. And then here, there we go. And then maybe we could add another bracing here. Like that. There we go. And then the way we need to do this is this one needs to be so SL TR and then click finish. Let's look at it at 3D. Sorry, not that 3D, 3D right here. But I need to know if this is the one for the width and this is the one for the height. So what I'm gonna do is, so for the width, I'm going to make it 1800. So that's correct. So that's the correct elevation there. So I'm gonna go to reference plane. I'm going to try and move this. Edit. I'm going to name this left, and then this one is right. Select this, edit workplace. I'm gonna put it on the left side. There we go. And then copy. I want it to be on the right side. So edit right side. But we need to fix AL. We want it to be on this. So before we copy, I think we need to just copy and move it a bit like 40. And then after that, edit plane, and then right there, and then move it 40. There we go. So that we don't need to change. And then here, we need to go onto this side. Flip it, close it right there, and then close it right here. Lock it in place, and then lock it in place. Sorry, not that one. So now, what we can do is, so that's the one that I'm seeing right now, is that's the structure of that. We need to test it again to see if everything will look good, and it's staying put. As you can see, it's not going anywhere else. And then now we need to add something at the top here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to left side again. I'm going to create now the tarp. So here we need to put it on a different material, so maybe fabric, something striped, so because it's a striped canvas. And then now we're going to add this manually, something like this, and then maybe offset 25 and then lock it like that. Press escape multiple times so that the offset is not showing anymore, and then here you could just trim it. Click finish, and then now we need to go back to 3D and we need to move this one. So reference plane, we need to move this all the way here and then lock it in place. Here, lock it in place. Go to 3D again to see how it looks. And that looks really good. Now we need to test it again and see if everything is locked and not going over, and that looks good. I just want to add another aluminum probably here just to cover it. So I'm going to add something right here. Probably going to add it from this, just a simple cap. It's probably the same aluminum, so I'm gonna add that. Go extrusion, and then here I'm going to make it simple for me and just add it like that. And this is something that I'm gonna provide as well, but you're more than welcome to try it yourself to see how, if you can create something like this. It will be a very nice practice, and then you could, at least if you make a mistake, you can see where your mistakes are. And then here I'm just gonna select that again, click finish, go to 3D or go to reference level, move it all the way at the end, and then locked it in place. Now we need to test. Go to 3D and then test it out. Most of the time I just test this because the 1000 is standard already. So now everything looks proper. Press OK, and then now what we need to do is save it. So save it to the location, and then we're going to load it in. So I'm saving it now, Tim Hortons canopy, and then I'm gonna save it right there, and then I'm going to load it and then close. And then here, now I could just go to my 3D and then add it on that locations. And as you can see, it fit really nice. And of course, we're going to change this material right here. So don't worry about that. What we need to go now is we need to go to each and every one of this, align it on top of this, there we go, and put it at negative 1500 so that it's not there. And as you can see, we could just keep on adding, copy, add it right here. I know this one is it's not good enough, so you can even manually stretch it out. So that's how easy it is to create a family. If you don't want to stretch it, you can just type the number. Do it again on this side. Then again, we need to stretch it a bit. And as you can see, this one is looking much better, similar to the material or the one that we have. And then of course we just need to add the proper materials here. Another also another thing that we should do is I think it's better for us, so I'm gonna add something right here, right there, and then add it here, so that you just need to go there, add it right here, and add it here. So we're adding it on all over. And then we could just copy all of that. Like I said here, 1500, so select that, select visible in the view, and then put negative 1500, and then apply it on all, so that you don't need to do it one by one, and you just need to keep on copying and then extending it. And then of course right here as well, good thing it's flat, so we could just copy and add it right here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add something right here as well, just something that to differentiate this window. I believe it's a lot better if we do that. I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to model in place, generic model, and then here I'm just going to add a simple extrusion, pick a plane. I'm going to put it in this wall. Like I said, I just want something different on this one, because this is the window for here, and then we need an opening here. Of course we need an opening. Not sure if that's correct, or I need to align it at the top here. So I think that's the window right here. And then in terms of the material, I'm going to just simply add this gray, duplicate it, and then maybe same thing, gray with those asterisks, and then click finish, finish, and then you just have that, something like that. And then pick new, add it there, select that, minus 1500, and then we just need to center those, do something just to differentiate that. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.